In a world where beauty and luxury intertwine, a new era is dawning.
I love the color of this green sapphire.
And it's one that sparkles with the brilliance of ethics and responsibility.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Jenny Stewart of Jenny Stewart Fine Jewelry in Salem is an ethical jeweler who saw a need.
From the beginning, I've always had a huge focus on ethical sourcing. So everything from the materials we use to the manufacturing processes to where things are made is considered from the ground up.
So I understand you cut out the middleman. What exactly does that mean?
So we do everything here in-house, and I don't hire salespeople. I hire makers and people who understand the mission and what we're doing. So when you come here, you speak to the people who are making your ring. The story of your piece is between the maker and the person who wears it, which I think is really important.
Rings are what this classically trained goldsmith is known for. 80 to 90% of her sales are custom engagement rings. And it all starts with the design process.
We're able to build out designs and as a 3D model.
Everything is carefully curated, from the gold, which is recycled, to the stones that are ethically sourced, or even grown in a lab.
We use natural diamonds that come from Canada. They are the most ethically mined diamonds on the planet. There's also lab-grown diamonds, which have less humanitarian concerns, less environmental concerns. They're a fraction of the cost. They're the same thing. It's ice from a glacier versus ice from your freezer.
Are lab-grown diamonds real?
They are the real thing. They just come from a different source.
From diamonds to sapphires to lab-grown champagne stones and everything in between.
Our running joke is that we feel like Willy Wonka for grown-ups in here, because no matter what you're picturing that you want, we can find it and we can build a perfect ring around it that's made to last.
But this Salem storefront offers ethical jewelry at every price point. One of their most popular items are permanent gold bracelets.
It's made out of the same 100% recycled 14 karat gold that we always use. We use recycled metal because it's mine-free. Metal's mined, it's terrible for the earth, it uses mercury, and so by using recycled metals, we're able to do the most ethical version of solid gold jewelry.
And of course, I had to join the trend. First step, choosing between white, rose, or...
I think we're going with the yellow gold.
Woo-woo!
Traditional. Safe.
The classic.
After a quick measurement, the bracelet is zapped on forever.
Ooh. I love it. It looks so pretty and dainty and just special, and now I feel like my wrist is complete.
Adding a touch of shimmer to my wrist.
I am the owner here at Shimmer. My name is Catherine Lowe.
From ethical jewelry to clean and ethical beauty.
Shimmer is a term that I've used for a very long time, and I think it translates really well to the beauty world.
Lowe opened Shimmer after learning about the clean beauty industry during her late mom's battle with cancer.
I feel like a lot of people start their clean beauty journey when there's an unfortunate health issue, either in their own life or in someone in their family's lives. That's really when people start thinking a little bit more about not only what they're putting in their body, but what they're putting on their body as well.
From household items to makeup, what does clean and ethical actually mean? The answer isn't all that clear.
It unfortunately is not a regulated term. Here, in fact, in the United States, we only outlaw 5 ingredients, whereas EU standards, I believe now it's up to 2,400 different ingredients. All of my products follow the EU standards for clean ingredients. And then I take it a step further and I make sure that all of my products are also cruelty-free and environmentally friendly.
The downtown New Bedford shop prides itself on being not only a place to purchase clean products, but also to learn about them.
We schedule private, one-on-one, sit-down experiences with the makeup artist so that it is completely customized to you.
Like, did you know one of the main ingredients in conventional mascara is formaldehyde? Lowe recommends making this one of the first products you turn clean in your makeup bag.
So if you're looking for a new mascara, one of my top recommendations is Talk Beauty Mascara. It's actually a mascara serum, so there's no formaldehyde in it. and it focuses on helping the health of your lashes.
While you may feel like a glittering goddess after shopping at Shimmer, Lowe says you're also helping the community shine.
Especially in downtown New Bedford, almost everyone who owns a business here is from here, and you can see the money that you spend in small businesses have a direct impact on the community.
All right, back to
Yes.
the diamonds that you see behind us.
I love that.
Yeah, I know you love diamonds. A lot of people do. What's the cost difference between a natural diamond and a lab-grown diamond?
I am so happy you asked that question because it is amazing. So a 1 carat natural diamond will cost you about $10,000 versus a 1 carat lab grown diamond that will cost you about $1,500. It's a huge difference, and keep in mind they are the same thing. They are just created differently. Think of natural ice versus ice that you grab from a freezer.
And an 85% difference in
Yes.
price. It's a big difference. Still ahead, lighting up the night with glitter.